Hi, I'm Chris, 47 club runner, and yes, 1 week to go to the London Marathon. And I've dreamt about this since I was 10, 7 days to wait. In this video, I've got an awesome tip for you about hydration that has really helped transform my training, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to go through my kit for London and the training for this week. So let's jump straight in with the training. So the training for this week, as you know, this is my second taper week, was planning a longer run, 10 to 13 miles on the Monday, a speed session, and end on about 35 this week. I've changed it slightly, and that was all down to going out on Monday and putting on my Tempo Next Percent. I say love this shoe. It's a shoe that when I first wore it, when I got them, my first 3 or 4 runs were all PBs. I say I've bought another pair because I say if you like a shoe, why not buy another one? So on Monday, I put them on. I wasn't intending to go out fast, but I thought to myself, you know, they got a good stack height. They're going to save my legs for the rest of the week. So I went out at 7-minute miling after I'd done the warm up. Then the pace was about 6:44, and I thought I'm feeling good now. So I was on that run, just maintained the pace around about 6:50 pace for the whole of the run. Was undecided whether I was going to do 10 miles or half marathon, but thought, let's be sensible. Let's just stick to 10 miles. Yes, I could have carried on going, but I think it's important that I don't overdo it this week. So I ended up running 10 miles at 6:54 pace, which gives me loads of confidence. But to think that at one point when I was going for the sub 3, to run that and a little bit more, another 1.6 times is just like, you know, mind blowing. But I'm pleased that I've gone with a pace at sub 3:10, which is 7:14 per mile, because on the Tuesday I went out for a 4-mile run on a little bit of tired legs and managed, I think it was around about 7:11 pace for the 4 miles, but ended up being more of a progression run. And so that kind of gave me confidence that that is the right pace for me, because it's kind of feeling more kind of normal now. On the Wednesday, this was when running kind of comes in handy. My wife Lisa had gone to London to see some friends, left the car at the train station, and the car needed picking up before 10 a.m. 5 miles away, I said, it's okay, you know, I'll run there, you know, why not? So I left a bit later than I should have. Was the first 2 miles just taking it easy, and then looked at my watch and thought, as I'm doing that, I haven't got a watch on. And I thought, I'm not going to make it in time, so I had to up the pace. Ended up naturally going to that kind of 7:10, 7:14 pace, and it just kind of feels natural. And obviously running there was 5 miles and ended up averaging around about my kind of, I think about 7:30, but most of it was at my goal pace, so really pleased with that. Now going forward for the rest of the week, because the intensity has been high, obviously we need to drop the volume. So this week on Friday and Saturday, just went for some easy 5-mile runs just to end on 30 for the week. Yes, I know I said 35, but you have to kind of balance the intensity and the volume, because you don't want to overdo it. Because then going into next week is obviously my final taper week, which will consist of kind of 10 miles before we run the race at 26. So that would end that week on 36. And that will be an easy run on the Tuesday, just 4 miles. And then another easy run on the Thursday, 4 miles, and then the Saturday just 2 miles with some strides just to get my legs ready. So what gear am I wearing? Well, let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Been umming and ahhing, you know, for ages which shoe to wear. Yes, I would have loved to wear the Next Percents, but unfortunately they didn't work for me. They caused an imbalance which caused my hamstring injury, which kept me out. So I've decided to go for, drum roll, that was a really bad drum roll. I've decided to go for the Tempo Next Percent. I say this shoe works fantastic for me. My mango coloured pair that's got probably about 200 miles in. It's holding up really well, and every time I run in that shoe I have a fantastic run. My legs are saved the next day. So this just seemed the kind of obvious choice to go for. I've taken it on a 20-mile run. Not these ones, these got about 25 miles in, just because I just wanted to just break them in and make sure they're kind of fresh for race day. So next is a controversial one. It's what socks do I wear? So we're wearing the Simpson socks that are going to match the shoe, and these are just normal socks. You know, people say to me, why don't you wear running socks? Well, I've worn running socks before, and I found that I've come away with more blisters wearing the running socks, because it makes the shoe tighter than it does with just normal everyday socks. So each to your own. I say these work for me, so I'm going to stick to using them, you know, because why fix it if it's not broken? Short wise, I'm just going to go with just an old pair of shorts that are comfortable. These are Caramore shorts. Never had any rubbing, blisters. They've got a pocket at the back, so if I need to carry anything extra, because I think on race day there's no point in wearing something new that you've not tried before. So what am I going to carry all the stuff in if I've only got that zip pocket? Well, I got myself a flip belt, and this was only, I think, about £4 off of eBay. And this is all you need once you get the sizing right. And all it does is you put stuff in the pockets and then you flip it over. It's got about 4 pockets in this one, which are quite small pockets, but you can fit a phone in there. And so what I will be fitting in here is a phone and 6 gels in there, and also my filming equipment. I've tested it on a run, all fits perfectly, and to be honest, when you're wearing it you don't really notice that you've got it on. So I think a flip belt is definitely the way to go if you're going to carry stuff. So what gels am I going for? Well, I'm going to go for the SIS gels. These work well for me. We'll be taking them every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, God, that'd be a lot of packs, a lot go. Every 5 miles, so I will be taking one at the start, and then every 5 miles, and I will have an extra one if needed, so I will be carrying 6. Vest wise, as we can see, I'm wearing it now. I'm running for breast cancer now, which is an honour. My mum's a breast cancer survivor, so it seemed the natural charity to run for, to say thank you. I'm going to be dedicating the run to my mum, the charities that work for breast cancer, and also for the survivors, and unfortunately the people who didn't survive, because I think it's important that we raise awareness, raise money, and hopefully can save another life. So if you want to give, I'll put the link in the top of the comments. I'm going to be taking music. I say when I got these, the Aeroplex Aftershock headphones, bit of a game changer for me. I hadn't worn headphones much before because of safety aspect. You can hear what's going around, but when I'm out running, when I've got the right tunes on, it kind of zones you into the pace and kind of takes away that pain. So won't be listening to it all the time, but I think there's going to be parts of it where I might need it. So I think anything to distract you away from the pain is definitely needed. Watch wise, just use my Garmin 235. I've had this for a number of years now, never let me down. Got this up, so I've got the 2 satellites on there, and this is just keep an eye on the pace. People have told me the GPS isn't great around London, so will be another tip, write down the times on your hand. So I'll be writing down the 5k time, 10k, 10 miles, half marathon, 15, 20, etc. Just so I can refer to it, because if the GPS is out on that, then you could get to the finish line, think you're running on pace, and you could end up being a couple of minutes out. Cap wise, I ummed and ahed for this for ages. Obviously I'm wearing my cap, which isn't ideally a running cap, but I have run in it and it does work well. I don't overheat in it. Because my other choice was the Ben Parks cap. I say easily the best running cap that I've ever owned. Flexible, lightweight, cleans up with just a bit of soap under the tap. Lasts for ages, well worth the money. I say if you're looking for a running cap, this is the cap to go for. You pick it up at www.benparks.com, and I will put a link down in the description, because I say if you're looking for a running cap, or you don't want to buy it for yourself, get someone to buy it for your birthday. I say you won't regret it. So I'm going with my cap. As I say, there's no point in me running someone else's YouTube channel cap. I might as well just run in my own. I've got it, so I might as well use it. The tip. So I want to give you this tip. This is a tip that I went to a running shop and I was looking for hydration and someone mentioned it, and I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. So this is it. It's just a hydration treatment. It's actually repackaged. It's actually Diarrhelite. So If ever before you've had the frupny bits, if you know what that means, or you're dehydrated, you get that kind of sunken eye feeling, tired, your pee's like orange juice, you just put one of these sachets in and just put it in with water. Tastes nice. So I use these whenever I get that kind of feeling of, as I say, the tiredness, etc. And they seem to do the trick, because if you're not hydrated, your leg's going to feel heavy, you're going to get cramps, and worst case scenario, you're going to injure yourself. So I will be packing one of these, and I will be either, I'm not sure, depending on how easy it is, just pouring it into my mouth with water or tipping it into the water bottle while I'm going along. It's probably going to be tipping it in my mouth because it's quite difficult to run while you're kind of tipping it in. So that's what I'm going to be going for. Also, you don't have to spend a lot of money, or nearly drop them. These are isotonic drinks. I get 4 from Aldi for 105. So when I've been out on a run and I've been sweating, just take one of these to replace what's missing. What am I going to be using to film? Well, this was another thing I ummed and ahed on, because I'm filming on my GoPro now, but the GoPro is a bit bigger. The lens can get dirty when you put it away. Yes, it films in 4K, so it seems the natural choice, but I've decided to go with the Insta360 Go. Reason for that, smaller, lighter, can put it in my flip belt, films at 1440p, which is still a good picture, easy to edit, now I've got used to the editing, and literally just flip it open, connect it, press record, job done. But the most important thing is that I'm keeping that lens clean, because if you put your finger on it or you get sweat on it, then it's just ruined. So, and then you just close it. I will be putting screwing in the kind of tie bits, so tie it to my wrist, and also so I can put it away and pull it out easier. Really looking forward to London. As I hope your training's been going well. Yes, we're probably all nervous. Just believe in your training, believe in your plan. I don't know what plan is, why you believe in your plan, and just stick to your pace. Don't get carried away at the start. Hold yourself back, because we all know what happens. You know, the gun goes. First mile, you think it's really easy. You look at your watch, you're 30 seconds quicker than you need to be. You're not going to win it in the first mile, but you can definitely lose it or blow yourself up in that first mile. So just believe in your pace, believe in your training, and you're going to smash it. So as per always, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Onwards and upwards. Cheers! Well, that was a bit high. Cheers.